All right, now for the Cal HFA down payment assistance program, this is a huge benefit for first-time home buyers, and it's amazing how many people will come to me and think that they cannot buy because either their credit score or their the money that they have or their income, and they forget that as a first-time home buyer, a lot of your benefits are that the normal requirements are loosened up because they want people to own. They, as in the government, wants people to own houses. You could agree with the government or not, but they do make money off your property taxes. So you owning a home makes it, one is a huge benefit to you because you can also deduct your property taxes. I'm not a CPA, so always consult a CPA. But one of the major benefits for a first-time home buyer is the ability to access down payment assistance programs. But a lot of them are terrible and they suck, and they come at either such a high interest rate for the total loan, or they are a second loan with a really high interest rate. But the one I really like, especially, we've got one in Texas that's amazing, and then we've got one in California that I'm going to talk about specifically for this property that's amazing. And so if you're looking for that down payment assistance program because you don't believe that you can qualify to buy a house, this is a property as an example. And we're going to be doing lots of videos on different properties, but listed by Pearl and Ruby, or Pearl. I'm so sorry. Alquist Ruby. Her and her husband are a team, and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting her husband's name. But this is a property in Citrus Heights. So Citrus Heights has had, pretty great home improvement values have been going up. So it's a condo. It falls within the area median income requirements on top of what your payment would look like. So most people, in order to qualify, you have to be within a certain area median income requirement. You can be over, but there's certain extra rules on top of that. So with this property and just the simple qualifications that you need to qualify for this, it does qualify. Now, it's been on the market for a little bit. I do believe this one may have had a renter in it. But the nice thing is now it's been on the market for a while, you might have some options to have the seller give a credit to you to help cover your closing costs, which means more money back in your pocket. They may not be willing to. It always depends on the offer. But I think this is a great property for a person who wants to, one, take advantage of a lot of tax deductions that come with owning a property, but also you get to use your first-time homebuyer benefits. And the nice thing is as you start to slowly pay down your loan, and as rates really come down, you're either going to be able to refinance and get a significantly lower interest rate without having to compete for the home, because values are going to shoot up at that point, and you're going to be able to remove your mortgage insurance, so your payment's going to dramatically drop, or your value is going to go up and you're just going to have a ton of equity, and you can sell this property and use that as your 20% down or more on the next property that's either a lot bigger, totally different area, out of state, whatever you want to do. But that to me is one of the biggest benefits and what I'm really pushing right now, because I'm not the biggest proponent of down payment assistance programs. To me, they don't always come with a lot of great benefits. However, with interest rates a little higher than where they normally are at, or where most people believe they should be at, including the Fed, who somewhat dictates mortgage interest rates, they can affect it. Rates are probably going to come down. So if you can keep money in your pocket, use it to either add value to the property or just keep it in your pocket, buy your property now. Use the down payment assistance program if you need to. If you don't need to, that works too. But buy the property now. This one's a great one, 6225 Longford, number 2, Citrus Heights, right down the street from me. They're great agents and will be available to show you the property whenever. I don't believe anyone's living in it as of right now. There used to be someone living in it. But that's going to be a property that you're going to be able to go and use your down payment assistance to purchase. And then when rates drop, like I said, it's going to be a no-brainer refinance, little to pretty much nothing out of pocket at times. And then, or you could sell it and move up. or move down or whatever you want to do, pay cash in another state. But there's a lot of benefits. So you can contact me. I'm going to put a link to this listing, and you can contact Pearl. But we'd be happy to help and present those options to you. Whenever people talk to me, my main thing is I never touch your credit. And any loan officer you talk with, you need to make sure you make it crystal clear that I want to be able to go over options first before you hit my credit. Of course, at some point, we may need to either do a soft pull on your credit or a hard pull in order to really give you a solid qualification and really give you straightforward details. Because sometimes people's credit can be significantly off and it can affect the options we give. But for the most part, I can at least review options with people so that you feel comfortable and confident that, okay, as long as these are relatively close, let's start with a soft pull or let's do the hard pull and let's make it happen. So happy to help. Just let me know.